What's up? Hello, hello. How's it going, gang? Make sure y'all can hear me. There we go. Yes, you can. Wicked. I will wait for you guys to roll in. Hope you are all enjoying your week thus far. It's going to be a fun one today. We're watching not General Hospital for once. But it does have ties. Hello, Cortez. How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all enjoying GH so far this week, by the way? It has been an interesting one thus far, both on screen and off screen. If you guys haven't heard, the writers have been fired or let go or whatever you want to call it. And Elizabeth Corte and Patrick Mulcahy, I'm probably saying that wrong, but they're the new head writers. Elizabeth Corte has been on GH for several years, for like this entire time, since like the mid 90s till now. So she's been, writing the scripts. She's had different roles on the show over the years, different writing roles from like 95 till now. And she even wrote Night Shift with Guza, season 1. Hi, Kaiwan. And also Patrick Mulcahy, or however you pronounce his last name. I'm just going to say Elizabeth and Patrick, I know they're GH characters, but they're also the writers. So Elizabeth and Patrick. Patrick has been on the show since, or not has been since, but he wrote for the show from 1983 till 1999. Just in different writing roles as well. So between the two of them, they're responsible for characters and couples like Frisco and Felicia, and Robert and Holly, Sonny and Brenda. They had a hand in it anyway. And they've penned like some pretty action-packed stories like the Aztec Princess storyline, Laura's Return from the Dead back in the 80s. And then, of course, in the 90s, you had everything from BJ's Heart to Ryan Chamberlain to, again, the Sonny and Brenda romance. A lot of good stuff. Hey, Sandy. But yeah. So they got writers that worked under some pretty amazing people over the years. Head writing now. So it'll be interesting to see where the show turns. We're not going to see their work on screen until March. But, we're going to see it regardless. Hey, Angel. Yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic, you guys, about the new writers. I find, personally, that anytime that Elizabeth Corte has been, in the credits of an episode, that I've really enjoyed a lot of the dialogue. So I'm hoping that translates into head writing for her. What are the writers that invented Sunny? Sunny for Sale? What do you mean? It was an interesting ending today. If you mean who invented Sunny just in general, they would have both been there for Sunny's origins, both Elizabeth and Patrick. Now, like I said, neither of these writers were ever head writers during that tenor. But they had a hand in the dialogue, so And I find, they've worked under some really good head writers and executive producers over the years, and hopefully that can translate into today's GH. We can't be unrealistic here in the sense that we're gonna see or feel exactly what GH was in the 80s and 90s just because of these two people. But they have long time history with the show. So maybe, just maybe, we can see a bit of improvement on the show. By the way, guys, I know that I usually start and shrink myself and stuff before I have the video on screen. I'm just being cautious because the times where, my live stream, where I'd have trouble starting my live stream, it would freeze when I did something a little extra with the screen. So I'm planning ahead. I'm making sure nothing freezes for this live stream. Alright, but yeah, welcome to GHMV Reacts. Today we are not reacting to General Hospital, we are reacting to Guiding Light, and only because Laura Wright and Cynthia Watros, who currently play Carly and Nina on today's modern day GH, were in scenes together in the 90s on Guiding Light. And I had watched a bit. I haven't watched all of the scenes, by the way. I only watched a bit because I was like, I want to react to like the whole thing. But I don't know if you can see like in the corner. I don't know. Is my mouse present on the screen? There we go. Like up here, it's very tiny right now. But I had seen that thumbnail and I was like, what? And I watched it, a little bit of it, and I was like, this is so Carly and Nina, but if it was the 90s. So that's what we're reacting to today. Obviously, I don't have the clip separated. This is a full episode. We're not going to watch the full episode because I have no idea, nor do I care, who everyone else is on this show. But we just going to skim through it and watch those scenes. And there seems to be a lot, just based on like me sort of dragging the mouse throughout. They're in there a lot. So we shall see what happens. I am stoked. And if y'all are ready, I am. The only thing I will say in terms of GH today, just in case some people want to talk about it a little bit, I am shocked but pleasantly surprised that Heather just told Laura the whole truth. Apart from the fact that she's obviously going to break out once Esme's in jail. That is if they get a hold of her. My guess is that when Spencer and Trina go off to Paris, she is going to follow. Those poor guys. I wonder what Paris is going to look like on a shoestring budget, though. But hope all is well. I found out last night that I will be performing on April 11th, which is a Thursday, at a bar that I've gone to countless times to watch shows at, which is pretty cool. Oh, you're mad at Trina for not being angry at Spencer? I feel like she'll have more to say when they're alone and not surrounded by her family, which already disproved Spencer. So I'm sure she wants to stay low-key for now until they're out of the country. I've watched Port Charles, Kaiwan on this live stream, okay? And this is still very much in the GH Realm house, only because it's Laura Wright and Cynthia Watros. But yeah, it's I just thought it would be fun to watch. And I have no knowledge on Guiding Light whatsoever. I'm aware of its existence, and that's about it. I have no idea the characters and the context. I just see Laura Wright and Cynthia Watros acting amongst each other and acting angry against each other. Not looking a whole lot different to what they look like today. So good on them. But I feel like their acting has improved since the 90s, based on what little I have seen of this so far. But I am ready to start and watch what I didn't watch of this scene, because it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So without any further ado, here we go. Let me know how the sound is for the video. I don't want it to be too loud or too quiet. Just keep me posted, guys, in the chat. Let's go.
All you want me to do is ruin Josh and Reva's lives.
So what if I do?
Somebody want to tell me what's going on here?
Look who's here. Well, it's becoming a regular party.
Not really. What's going on, Annie? Okay, Cassie, why don't you tell me?
Was Guiding Light an NBC show? I knew it wasn't ABC, but good to know.
You don't have to tell her anything, Cassie. See, Reva loves to boss people around, even when it's none of her business.
I heard my name mentioned. That makes it my business.
You know what, Reva? You go ahead. Think whatever you want to think. I'm out of here.
No, you're not. No,
Go
you're
of
not.
me.
I want to know just how long the two of you have known each other.
We don't know each other.
Well, that's not what it looked like from here.
Annie knows that I work at Lewis Oil, and she came in here and she cornered me.
Is that so?
Yeah, it's all around town that Billy's dating his pretty new assistant. So when he walked in with her, I just assumed this was it.
But what do you care? It's not like you have any interest in what goes on at Lewis Oil.
I introduced myself as Josh's ex-wife, and she freaked out. You know why? Because you've been spreading a lot of lies about me around town.
Annie? Lies? Are you referring to you setting me up for murder, or you trying to keep me from finding my sister? If that's what you're talking about, then yes, I have told Cassie that, but they weren't lies.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I tried to be nice and to introduce myself to her, and she freaked out. I get nothing but grief.
That's not true. I was in here minding my own business, and she storms in here making disgusting insinuations about me and Billy, saying how the Lewis boys have this thing for blondes, and if I don't put out at work, then I'm probably going to lose my job.
I'm sorry. If you want to date a drunk, that's your business, not mine, honey.
You know, isn't that a lot like the pot calling the kettle black? Because from what I hear about you, Alan Spaulding and I should be comparing notes.
Okay, stop it. I don't know what I walked in on here, but nobody's going anywhere until I get some straight answers.
Angel.
Molly will stop at nothing.
Whether you like it or not, this baby is yours.
Oh, let's recast
lie
Lois
after another.
for a little
I have to use
bit.
this pregnancy thing for all it's worth before he figures out that I'm not really pregnant.
But oh, girl.
I know that you would do anything to come between Lily and me.
He's hip to your game.
But this so-called baby is mine. And you're gonna prove it.
So what in the world are you gonna do now, this week?
Surely there wasn't that much of a
Michelle,
gap.
we're not
Hold
trying
on.
to get rid of you, okay? You gotta believe that.
I'm sorry, it's not
I'm
your
just gonna
fault.
make sure that we don't miss anything.
I've just been
you
in a
guys.
really bad place these days, you know? Everybody wants what they think is best for me, but what if going to Africa isn't it?
Do.
So what is it? What do you want to do?
All right, we're there. One thing I will say is that I feel like this,
are they doing? I don't
the
know.
way
but
that
whatever it is,
Cynthia's
it's really,
acting is
I'm sure it's
what
none
I
of our
imagine
concern.
Nina to be if she just was just herself and not always just trying to play the
Okay,
victim.
Cassie. You said that she was using you to ruin our lives.
Hey, I never said that. Cassie twisted things around, just like you do, Reva.
That's not true.
You calling me a liar? Well, if it fits, you cannot speak that way to me, Cassie.
You know, I'm just surprised that anyone in this town speaks to you. See, you're not happy unless you're causing everyone else misery. So yes, I believe every single word that Reva said about
You don't know what you're talking about. Reva Shane is a liar. Everything out of her mouth is a lie.
Well, gee, that's funny because everyone seems to be talking about you.
Who? Who's talking about me? The rest of the Lewis clan? Big deal. Give me a break.
Your trial was a matter of public record, Annie. It was in every newspaper. And yes, I have gotten close to the Lewis clan, and they are decent, loving, giving
Which one was a stripper?
people.
Laura Wright or Cynthia
And they don't
Witros?
deserve to be hounded and harassed by a bitch like you. And yeah, that's what you
Also,
are.
like, what is she looking
You're
at?
like this rabid dog that attacks anything and everything that gets in its path. And you don't give a damn who you hurt, including poor, innocent little children. Shut up. You shut up before you're sorry. Oh yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna be sorry, but it's worth it to get to tell you what I really think about you.
Well, you see there, Annie.
Maybe Angel.
Even people
I don't know
who
how
you've
regular of
just
a thing
met
this
see
was
you for
on
exactly
Guiding Light,
what you
but
are.
she's still the same today. So dramatic.
Reva, I am so sorry.
But Laura Wright's definitely improved as an actress, and so is Cynthia, honestly.
Well, I did bad things. I did terrible things, and you don't remember because you fell.
Come on, stop.
No, it's the truth. I lied to you. I'm not the woman that saved your life. I'm the woman that ruined it.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Alright,
And
there we go. And moving on. Hopefully. My computer be lagging a little bit, not gonna lie. There we go.
Annie, come here.
What is wrong with you?
Where have you been?
I have been
What
locked
took so
in
long?
the ladies' room, thanks to Reva.
Wait, but this doesn't
Alright,
sound
was
I
it
was-
triple?
Giving Cassie a little pep
Or do
talk
you
about being
or
nicer to
stripper,
Billy,
you
and then
mean?
Reva walks in and she catches us together.
No, wait, she didn't hear anything she should
Sounds
have.
like
No,
nasty
she didn't hear
Nina to me.
anything. Cassie convinced her that it was about something else.
Well, it sounds like to me that Cassie's doing her job.
You know, she loved humiliating me in front of Reva. I hate that woman.
No, wait a minute. I just think you got your feathers just a little ruffled.
You should have heard what she was saying about me.
It doesn't matter.
You know,
just
cheap
calm
little
down.
stripper. We give her a new job, we give her new clothes, a chance at a new life, and she attacks me like some sort of pit bull. You should have heard what she was saying about me, and of course Reva has to put her 2 cents in too. I mean, those twisted sisters were ganging up on me like the Olympic mudslinging team. What is so funny?
Think about it. Listen, this is too good to be true, Annie.
I don't see it.
No, look, think about it just for a second. If Reba had any doubts about Cassie's loyalty to the Lewises, they were all erased in one trip to the ladies' room. Brava, partner, brava.
You're right. The hurt and humiliation cannot be compared to the hurt and humiliation that Reva and Cassie are going to feel once they find out that they are long-lost sisters.
Is that the guy who was playing talking to Nina? I don't think so.
If Annie can't
It didn't
take
look like
hearing
it's
the
me,
truth
maybe
about
I'm
herself,
wrong, but I
that's
don't
her
think so.
problem.
It's not just Annie, it's me. I haven't told you everything.
You don't have to explain. Annie got to you, believe me. I know
Looks
what it's
like
like
him.
to lose it around her.
That's not all. It.
You know what? I know how Annie can push buttons. I just try to steer clear of her now, and I suggest you do the same thing.
No, but it's about
Not.
Okay,
No,
I'm sorry for
please,
how
don't waste
leggy it
another
is on
second
your
on it.
end,
She's
you
not
guys.
worth it. Not another word.
I just should have known what kind of person she was when I met her. I just should have known.
Don't beat yourself up because she fooled you. Believe me, she's a master at it. She fooled me, too. You and I both have great instincts, but she's able to tear apart people's personal radars.
Yeah, she's good at what she does. I'll give you that.
Annie Dutton's probably the scariest person I've ever met. It's because she knows how to draw you into her web when your eyes are wide open. By the time you see her for what she really is, it's too late. She can't escape. What I suggest is the next time you see her coming, you walk the other way.
Yeah. I'll keep my eyes open.
Actually, I'm the one who should be sorry.
Why?
Because when I first walked in here, I was ready to assume the worst about you, and I apologize.
No, don't apologize.
Well, I have to. You have been very upfront with me, and I just want to be honest with you.
You know, whatever it is, it's okay.
No, it's not, Cassie. When Billy first told me he was interested
crazy
in you,
how Laura
I
Wright
did
looks
something
the
that I'm
same.
not very proud of. I pulled your personnel file,
I mean, the
and I was
90s
going to
hairstyle
read it
aside.
until Billy caught me red-handed, and I'm glad he did, because it was wrong. for me to have any doubts about you. It's just that I love Billy, and I don't want to see him get hurt.
I understand. I mean, family comes first, and you do what you have to do to take care of your own.
Sometimes it can be pretty ugly, though, huh?
Laura's hair always
Can I
looking
forgive it?
amazing. Yeah, I think I prefer her with curly hair. Honestly,
Thanks for
I
being
think
so
the curly hair
understanding.
really suits
And
Laura, right?
thank you. for
Even
letting
the
Annie
hair
have
that she
it like
had
that. It
when
was
she
so
walked
great
into
to hear somebody
the
else
Crimson
give it
office
to her.
Yeah, well, I meant
the other
every
day.
word.
Really?
I feel like she
well,
looked
if that's
really
true,
good
then you
there.
can defend me and my family anytime. And I'll
Miss
do the same for
90s,
you and
so
Danny.
do I. 90s TV was bomb, man.
Deal?
Deal.
Don't you worry about it.
Hello.
Well, it's about time. What have you got, right?
We got a little worried about you.
I don't
Randy.
think he
Came
looks
out
like
and you
Pikeman to me, honestly, Angel.
Oh, good. They're usually talking that secret woman talk. Now they're smiling at secret woman
What's so
talk.
funny?
Well, it wasn't funny exactly, but it wasn't bad either. You should have heard Cassie tell Annie exactly what she thought of her.
Oh, that's
I didn't
why.
know you knew Annie.
I didn't until tonight.
But it only took her about 5 minutes to figure out what Annie's like. And, oh, she told her the cold, hard truth about herself.
You just seen Annie when she came out. She was looking pretty goofy. Something must have happened.
Yeah, well, she was terrific. Tell them the part about when you called her a rabid dog. What? A rabid
Yeah,
dog.
seem to
That was
have devoted
nothing.
families on YouTube as much as General Hospital.
Listen to them.
No, they're playing right
Makes
into our
sense.
hands, Annie. My plan will leave
Yeah,
the
she is a
entire
naturally
destroyed,
curly-haired girl.
betrayed, and-
Our plan,
All right,
Ellen. Don't forget
Look,
that.
Annie, I know you're still upset with me for paying off Fran to tell the truth in court so that you would forget Josh. Now, I only did that for us. Look, I want us to be partners in every way.
Full and equal partners.
Annie, look, I like this change in you very much. I mean, you're much stronger, you're more self-assured. But don't think for 1 minute that you know everything, because you don't. You still need me to teach you the rest. Only then will you truly come into your own.
Does this thing go any faster?
This thing, as you have referred to it, will do 180, but I would prefer not to wrap us around a telephone.
And skipping ahead. Oh, bye, Sandy.
Well, no matter what happened in the ladies' room, it looks like Billy and Cassie
Hey,
are on
that's the
track.
CBS logo,
Well,
so
I
it's got to
think
be a
time we
CBS
should
soap,
head
no?
for the finish line.
When?
Tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah. This is what we're going to do.
Oh, I just remember Cassie. Hey, remember I asked you, didn't I tell you she had strength?
Oh, she has more than that, Billy. She's got a heart. HB would have loved her.
He certainly would.
No.
And you know, Reed, I really want
It would've
to
been-
thank you for backing her because
Oh, well.
it means a lot, your support.
Okay.
All I ever wanted, Billy, all I want is for you to be happy.
Well, I am happy. I think I am.
You are brilliant.
I think so, too, even if I say so myself. Oh, wow. What was that for?
Well, I finally realized that I can learn a lot from you, and thank you for being such a good teacher.
Well, you're more than welcome. Now, let's pay our check and get out of here, huh?
Yeah? Okay.
Well, there goes the gruesome twosome. Hopefully they won't make it back to their coffins before sunrise.
Ellen, I'll be right back.
Look, since you all seem like in a party mood, I know a little place where we could go and do some nice hot two-step partying.
Oh, boy.
Stay up all night.
Me? Dance all night? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it's never too late to start something new,
Oh,
sweetheart.
well, you know how shy I am.
Oh,
in
yeah.
public.
You up
Oh,
for it,
yeah.
Cassie?
You know what? It's been a long time since I've danced just because I wanted to. So, yeah. But I didn't get a chance to powder my nose.
Oh,
thanks.
the fake saxophone player
Great.
in the
You go
background.
do that, and we'll get the car and meet you outside. Okay.
This is the shit I noticed. I'm sorry, guys. Extras be extra-ing a little bit too extra hard.
Looky here. Twice in one night. It's my lucky day.
Boy.
The candles, the blankets, the cheese, crackers, anything else. Gotta have. Thought you were gonna stay back there for a while.
Yeah, I just went outside. Look at the
That
stars.
might be it, you
It's
guys.
nice. It's
Oh, no,
chilly.
not quite. We're good.
Yeah,
One more
we're just gonna be
scene.
here before you know it.
So when is Abby
Oh,
coming
that's
over?
not what I wanted to click at all.
Actually, it's gonna be here any second, so.
Rick. I just want to tell you that whatever happens, I think Abby's really...
There we go. Seems like Cynthia is the one who's scheming. Is the one scheming? Seems like it.
Electrifying.
Yeah,
Cassie.
well, it wasn't an act. I meant every word. See, the Lewises, they're good people. And you, well, you're scum.
Does this mean that you've given up on your daughter and you want to go live with your new family?
No, I'm gonna go through with your pathetic plan. But I don't have to like it.
All right, Cassie, you made yourself perfectly clear. Now let's talk about your next move. Well, Alan and I...
What, getting Josh into bed? It's not gonna happen. Reva is way too smart for a setup like that. And Reva and Josh are in love. I mean, you should know that.
You're right. You're right, Cassie. Reva's not going to believe that you had a little fling with Josh. But guess who would? Billy. That's why tomorrow I want you to go to Billy's office with your pretty little self and say, because you're dating, you don't think it's appropriate for you to be his assistant. What? I want you to get a transfer. I want you to be Josh's assistant.
That is never gonna work. Wanda is Josh's right arm. They're never gonna go.
Well, make it happen.
How am I supposed to do
I
that?
don't know. You're resourceful. Think of something.
Okay, fine. Fine. Even if I became Josh's assistant, Josh and Billy are close. I'm never gonna be able to come between them.
Yes, you can. And you will. I would bet little Tammy's future on it.
Interesting. So she's clearly making this character do something against her will. I didn't know that context. Mind you, this is the scene that I had found. So
this has been Guiding Light.
Interesting. Am I interested enough to watch more of the story? Not really, but yeah, I didn't know that's where the scene was going. I just thought they were at war with each other because they hated each other, but apparently, and they were saying that they had just met, but clearly that's not the case. Oh, let's see, look at that. Laura Wright, whatever this clip is, her hair is naturally curly there. That is Laura Wright's real hair. Alright, well, now that that portion of the stream is over, I will grow myself back. I just didn't want to do that before we watched the clip. CBS soap. Okay, well, now we know for sure. Oh, man. But yeah. Obviously, this is a bit of a shorter stream, but that's okay. Put the mood music back on. There we go. But yeah. Clearly this week is going to have a lot to discuss when we talk about it on Sunday. I believe we're still live streaming on Sunday, so we're okay. I'm gonna double check that though. Yeah, Sunday will be fine. Same kind of mannerisms Carly has and everything. Yeah, well, I mean, Carly's mannerisms are essentially Laura Wright's mannerisms. Oh, hey Nathan. We just finished watching Laura Wright and Cynthia Watros going head to head and arguing with each other in the 90s. We just finished. The live stream's about wrapped up. Can we still talk? Yeah, we can talk a little bit. Oh, we got the chills and body sore. Oh, are you sick, Angel? Everything okay? Yeah, I don't mind talking for a bit. We can talk for like another 15 minutes or so. But yeah, one thing I want to say with sorry about that sound. Current GH is I've lost my train of thought now. That sound distracted me. I had something like somewhat important to say about GH. It'll just be I think what I was going to get at is I think it's going to be interesting to see the transition and see how things change between the current writers and the next writers that are coming in. Again, I hope they do the show justice. I really do. By the way, I watched not the whole thing yet, most of it. Adam Huss's interview with Stephen Brad when I was on my lunch break at work. And what I learned in that is that he auditioned to play Shiloh, y'all, the cult leader. Willow's cult leader. And all the below zero weather caught up to me. Man, so many people are getting sick at my workplace too. I'm always like, ugh, please stay away. But so far, so good. What else? Oh, also, Adam Huss had also auditioned to play Nicholas, and was the runner-up, or one of the runner-ups to Marcus, when they were recasting him from Tyler. So it's well, I guess he wasn't the Tyler recast. Technically, there was a little bit of another Nicholas for a little bit as Tyler left. I wonder what made them change head writers. I don't know. I feel like I mean, I jokingly said, like, on a message board that it's probably because they've been dragging out this Nina and Carly stuff for so long. They just, like, you know what? You can't do anything new. We're going to hire writers that can make things interesting. But we will never know, probably. We'll never know. I mean, it's funny. I feel like we all collectively knew why Ron Carlivati got fired. When even the actors were speaking about how bad the writing was, like, you know, it's a genuine, genuine thing that's probably true, is that the writing was bad, that bad. And the thing about the current regime that we have, or that we've had the last few years, they're not great, but they've had decent stories. Whereas some writers were just awful consistently. Isn't he permanent Nicholas now? I believe so. It seems that way. I think because of the writer's strike, they seem to know that somebody can do something faster. Yeah, but then why not hire the writers that were the scab writers? You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's just, and plus, we were still seeing, like, the previous regime's stories, just not the same script writers and the same day-to-day sort of people that watch over continuity and stuff. So, I don't know, it's hard to say. Sometimes a change in the dialogue is just what the show needs to, I find, because one thing that I noticed, even among Ron Carlivati, in comparing them to the next regime after he left, was that the dialogue was so dumbed down under his team. I don't know who was all writing back then, but like, it just seemed like unintelligent dialogue. So even the day-to-day stuff can make a difference, and I'm hoping, I don't know, like, I don't really know what's, like, all the ins and outs of what goes into writing a soap, and how the breakdowns are, and whether or not it's the writers that decide which characters are coming and going to an extent. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I see the message boards and I see people say, well, I hope these writers bring back characters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and get rid of H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Like, I don't know who decides that. I don't think it's the writers, I feel. They can probably request, hey, we want this back, can you make it happen? But I don't know for sure. But yeah. Another example of just the writing in general, like the Guza years. I feel like it was way too mob central under Guza. However, whatever team he had working underneath him were geniuses when it came to the dialogue. They had some of the best monologues GH has ever had in their tenor. They knew how to write love stories really well. And the characters always sounded brilliant and intelligent, and it just felt like we weren't being talked down to in that era. And I can't say who all the dialogue writers were back then, except we know that Elizabeth Corte was one of them. But yeah, I don't know. I always felt like GH back in the Guza era, they knew what they were doing, at least from the day to day. They just had too much focus on a certain set of characters. Oh, wow, Guiding Light. Yeah, we were just watching Guiding Light. It's already over, but you can rewind the stream once it's over. We already reacted to it. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where the writers go. I'm rooting for them. I want so badly for the writing to just impress me always, consistently. And I know that they can't make everyone happy. And I'm certainly not expecting the show to cater to me and my favorites. You know what I mean? I'd like them to. But I generally speaking, I want the cast to be balanced. I want the show to be balanced. I want the stories to have a mixture of, like, action-packed stuff and adventurous stuff and romantic stuff, things that we can root for and enjoy and have fun watching. So if Elizabeth and Patrick manage to do that, now that they are the writers, then I will be happy. And if they can make me like characters that I don't like, I'll be impressed. Oh no, my feeling is this is an opportunity for GH to take drastic changes in directions. But I find I don't want to get my hopes up too much, because we've seen writers change and, like, the direction not take that much of a turn. And then it feels like, what was the point in, dumping the last ones if they're almost exactly like the new ones? So I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. Truly hoping for the best. Man. But yeah, I think it's safe to assume, at least with the writers and the timing and everything, I think if these writers' work start in March, there's a good chance that Steve Burton will come back in March as well. I feel like they're coinciding the new writing team with this big story, and they're entrusting that to them. And the only reason why I think that might be a possibility is because both Elizabeth and Patrick were around in Jason Morgan's origin stories. So, like, as soon as the accident happened, they were both on the show at the time. Sorry, Kaiwan, I don't know what you mean. Sorry, I missed the first thing you said. You start getting Willow back with Chase. Start getting affairs back there. Man. Yeah, but it's been a while since we've seen, like, an affair. Like, a real affair. And true love triangles. Can you tell I'm tired? I've been up since 5:45, you guys. 5:45 a.m. I wake up early, y'all. I'm not kidding. I go to bed early now and I wake up early. But I don't know what you mean by FG Whizzle. Man. But yeah, here's hoping the changes are for the better. I want GH to thrive. We kind of got, screwed during the 60th year. But not, I mean, I feel like once the Cassadine Greenland story was over, it really fizzled even before the strike. But it wasn't that long before the strike either, so who knows? Also, Curtis is likely about to walk again because he has feeling in his toes. We'll see how that goes in the future. And Tracy's having too much fun playing Scott. I freaking love Jane Elliott. And Jane Elliott and Ken Shriner together is just a riot to watch. So that part I've enjoyed in the week so far. But again, we'll do a full recap on Sunday for it. What would I do if I was writing GH? If I was in charge? I would do everything in my power. And I know obviously budget is going to be a thing that I will have to contend with as a writer. But I would do what I can to bring adventure and love in the afternoon and all the glorious things people loved about soaps in general back in the day. Just try to bring back a little bit of all those fantastical attributes to soaps that a lot of us hold dear to our hearts. The heartfelt stuff, the romance stuff, the fun friendships, the character-driven storylines, the action-packed storylines, the adventure storylines. I would try to do that. And also I would try to make the show as balanced as possible and not really have certain stars on, I don't want people to look at a soap and be like, yeah, Sunny, Carly, and Jason are definitely the leaders of the show. I would want my soap, my GH version, to be a true ensemble cast. And I would also try to make the focal point of the show the hospital. Make that the sort of the heart and center of the soap, and how the stories sort of shoot off from there and come back to the hospital in some kind of way. Just like it did in the 80s and the 70s. A lot of characters were going through there. There were a lot of doctors and nurses on the show. And now, the fact that we can count the regular doctors and nurses on one hand, it's Finn, it's Liz, it's Portia. And then who else do we see? Doctor and, regularly. No one else. Austin's dead already. And then, the characters like Deanne and Amy, Felix, we never see them. I'd probably try to utilize them more. And then we have, the day players that appear for certain stories, like Dr. Navarro, who is literally only seen when characters are having babies. Yeah, that's what I would do, personally. Balance the shit out and give as much adventure and romance and love in the afternoon and friendships and a good mix of the drama and the heartfelt. But anyway, y'all, I think I'll end the live stream here. There's not much else to say, and I really want to go more into depth on my thoughts on the writing or potential of the writers and the show, what we see this week on Sunday's live stream. So we'll save the rest of that for that. True, Kaiwan. But yeah, I will catch you guys on the flip side this Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time, whatever that time means to you guys, wherever you are. If you liked this throwback to Guiding Light and Laura Wright and Cynthia Watros, I hope Kevin is okay too, Angel. Give the video a big old thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, and I will catch you on Sunday. Good night, peace out, enjoy the rest of the week.